So I want to show you both something that's my favourite thing to perform whenever I'm asked to perform a piece of mentalism using cards, and I call this Symphony. But before we begin, it's important that you know one thing, what shuffle tracking is. Dwayne, have you ever heard of shuffle tracking? What about you, Dwayne? No? So shuffle tracking is essentially the art of following one playing card as the deck's being shuffled and then being able to find it afterwards just by watching it. Do you know how to combat shuffle tracking? No? What about you?
No.
No? If you shuffle the cards under the table, you can't watch the cards and therefore the performer can never track where they are. Right? So I'll tell you what, take these cards under there, give them a mix, keep them under there when you're done. Have a little peek and make sure he's genuinely shuffling. Good. Now, again, keep them under there when you're done. Shuffling a deck of cards like this is likened to one thing. If you took every single planet in the cosmos and you put life forms on those planets, assuming there's not already, you gave them a deck of cards and you asked them to shuffle, the likelihood is that a deck's never been in this order before and never will be again. Think about that for a few seconds. When you're happy, just place them face down in my hands. That's good. Are you happy they're well mixed?
Yeah.
You're happy as well. You're each going to take one playing card from the deck. You can take it from anywhere and you can change your mind if you want. Please make sure there's no forces or anything else, so wherever you want. Are you happy? Mm-hmm. You just take one as well. That's perfect. Look at your cards, remember them. Yeah, you can show the camera if you want. Happy? Mm-hmm. You just put yours back in. Please don't forget them, because it'll be a waste of time if you do. You put yours back in wherever you want. Yeah. Look, there's no breaks. There's no crimps. There's a couple of things that are important. To your knowledge as performers, is there any way that I could sort of run through these cards and say, no, your card from yours? There's not. I'll tell you what, Dwayne, just say stop for me.
Stop.
Take them, you take them. Give them a shuffle for me. This is known as a Vegas shuffle. It separates the men from the boys, being that if either of you were a shill or a stooge, we're about to swap, so swap packets. Perfect. Perfect, you take those, you take those. And when you're done, just place them face down in the centre of the table. Happy? Mm-hmm. Now, Dwayne, do you know the probability is of being able to guess a playing card somebody's thinking of?
1 in 52.
You'd think that, right? And that's normally what most people think, but it's not. And the reason it's not is because you're not a deck of playing cards, you're not an inanimate object, you're a person with thoughts and feelings, and you have thousands of different thoughts going through your head every single second. And I've got to sift through all those different thoughts to get to the one that's relevant. Yours is black, right? See how quick and easy that was? You just imagine saying yours over and over again. Just keep saying it like heart, heart, heart. It's a heart, right? How cool is that? Just imagine telling me yours. I'm struggling with yours. I'm going to come back to it. You just imagine telling me yours. Just imagine turning that dial up for me. Is this the 5 of hearts?
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. And yours? See if we can get 2 for 2. And if I manage to get this, you can go nuts. Queen of Spades.
Yeah.
That's it. That's both of you, and there we go. I don't know how that works. No?
Amazing.
It's just cool, isn't it, right? I
Amazing.
genuinely don't know.
Wow.
It's all right. It's not too bad. But let me explain something. Do you know what chaos theory is?
No.
No. You? No. So chaos theory is essentially this theory that suggests that a baby butterfly can flap its wings in Japan and create a hurricane all the way over in Toronto, which is an interesting concept, but I think it's a rude perspective to view the world from. You see, if you imagine it in reverse, everything becomes much more interesting. If you imagine all that devastation and chaos aiding that baby butterfly in flapping its wings, everything becomes a little bit more beautiful. And you might wonder why I'm telling you this. You see, if we imagine that you never really shuffled those cards and we look at it in reverse, what you actually did is put them in an order that made it very easy for me to find your card. You see, if we go back in time to before all the red cards and all the black cards were ever separated, there's red cards from the black ones, except from the Queen of Spades.
No way.
And the 5 of Hearts. That is how you create a symphony from chaos.